What dark secrets lie hidden in the rugged Wyoming wilderness? What mysteries will Joe Pickett uncover this season? Will Joe's loyalty to justice be tested like never before? What challenges will he face in his relentless pursuit of the truth? It's time to uncover the truth, explore the wilderness, and piece together the puzzle that is Joe Pickett Season 3. A family is torn apart in Yellowstone National Park after becoming entangled in a complex web of murder, conspiracy, and shady police enforcement. No, this time we're not talking about the Duttons. We're talking about Joe Pickett, one of the top drama programs currently streaming on Paramount+. The show, which is based on a book series of the same name, is in the same dramatic spirit as Yellowstone. So if you're looking for something to pass the time till the release date of Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2, JP is the best option. Joe Pickett, a neo-Western streaming service, has been popular and is predicted to keep getting more since it accurately captures the modern Western subgenre. The 24 stories from the show's inspiration, the CJ Box series of novels, will serve as plenty of material for additional seasons. Although Joe Pickett Season 3 has not yet formally been confirmed, there is a chance that it will be renewed. Nevertheless, because of the ongoing strikes, production could be delayed until late 2024 or early 2025. The returning cast is anticipated to remain substantially unaltered, and the season's plot may be adapted from a book like Savage Run. Thanks to streaming programs like Joe Pickett, neo-westerns are experiencing a massive rebirth in popularity. News regarding Joe Pickett Season 3 has already started to surface following the conclusion of Season 2. Before moving to Paramount+, Joe Pickett was a streaming-only offering for Spectrum, the cable provider. Joe Pickett has moved to Paramount+ for Season 2, and the adaptation of the well-liked book series has received plaudits for its accurate portrayal of the contemporary Western. Neo-Western novels by author CJ Box have achieved great success. Two of these series, notably Joe Pickett, have been made into television movies. Big Sky, on ABC television show, is based on one of Box's past shows, while game warden Joe Pickett, Michael Dornan, is tasked with investigating a variety of mysteries in the Wyoming wilderness. There are 20 novels in the Joe Pickett series, which means there are plenty of mysteries and personalities to bring to the big screen. Are you curious to know about the latest news regarding this season? The next step for spectators after Season 2 ends in July 2023 is to wait for word regarding a renewal and ideally a release date for Joe Pickett Season 3. Given that the streamer acquired the program from Spectrum, it is obvious that Paramount Plus believes in it. With the success of Western programs like Yellowstone and Big Sky and the revival of the Western genre in general, Joe Pickett is expected to continue to gain ground. 24 stories are included in CJ Box's Joe Pickett series of novels, providing the streaming service with a sizable amount of source material. The first season included adaptations of the first and third Joe Pickett books. The 8th published novel was adapted for the second season. If Joe Pickett is renewed for a third season by Paramount+, there will be plenty of material to adapt. Now the biggest question is the Season 3 really confirmed? The third season of Joe Pickett has not been formally announced by Paramount+. There is no estimated Joe Pickett Season 3 release date because there hasn't been any confirmation of a renewal. There may be a delay in confirming a second season, while Paramount monitors how the show's streaming popularity develops because the series was originally broadcast as part of Spectrum's programming before moving to Paramount+. Even if the series gets renewed for Season 3 sooner rather than later, there won't be a ready writer's room or performers to come to set because of the ongoing WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes. Now, let's look at the exciting cast of this season. The majority of the Joe Pickett Season 3 ensemble is most likely to remain from Season 2. If the program is renewed for a third season, Michael Dorman as the titular Joe Pickett, Juliana Guill as his wife, Mary Beth, Cameron Pilver as their daughter Lucy, and Emma Hughes as their daughter Sheridan will undoubtedly make a comeback. It's difficult to think that the majority of the primary cast outside of the core 4 Pickett family members wouldn't return in any way, let alone in recurring roles. Both David Alan Greer as Vern, the town's unofficial mayor, and Mustafa Speaks as Nate, Joe's dependable friend and a local falconer, are set to be series mainstays. After appearing sparingly in Season 1, Chad Rook, Adila Dasani, and Vivienne Nguyen were each promoted into series regulars in Season 2. As a result, they are all likely to return. In addition, Keenan Johnson was recently added as a series regular for Season 2 as a trainee under Joe Pickett's supervision. As a result, he is probably staying on as a regular for the Joe Pickett Season 3 cast as well. The remaining regular cast members will rely on the specifics of the third season's narrative. Now let's have an outlook of this season's storyline. The second Joe Pickett novel would be an excellent place to start if the Joe Pickett Season 3 plot wished to raise the stakes even higher than the previous seasons. In the book Savage Run, Joe Pickett is forced to look into the apparent explosion death of an environmentalist. The simple mystery contains a few unexpected turns that might make for a compelling season-long narrative. Indeed, any of the Joe Pickett books that haven't been adapted yet would be excellent additions to the series. Joe Pickett and his family are almost always caught up in the thick of a mystery. Joe Pickett's Season 3 plot may always go back to one of the older novels in the series, since Season 2's adaptation of a later novel in the series in the first season. Or, like many television programs that draw their inspiration from books, the series can completely depart from the books, leaving both book lovers and TV viewers baffled by the ensuing mystery. This implies that the majority of Joe Pickett's Season 3 plot is uncertain. Are you curious to know when Joe Pickett's Season 3 is going to be released? Fans are eager to learn when Joe Pickett's Season 3 might air, or even whether it will return at all after the second season of the show finished in July 2023. Fortunately, our guide to the neo-western program below has you covered, all topics related to plot, actors, and more. Although Joe Pickett hasn't received a third season renewal yet, the show is doing well, and is therefore expected to be approved for a late 2024 or early 2025 premiere date. This is because, even if a third season were immediately announced, filming couldn't start until the 2023 writers and actors strikes were resolved. The end of 2023 seems like a plausible estimate because we believe the season will take the better part of a year to develop and shoot. How many episodes will there be in Joe Pickett's third season? As the third season hasn't been announced, there isn't an episode count. However, Joe Pickett Season 3 probably has 10 episodes. Given that both the first and second seasons consisted of 10 episodes, it makes sense. And that's everything we currently know about Joe Pickett Season 3. Now let's have a brief review of Season 1 and Season 2 of Joe Pickett's. Based on the popular mystery novels by C.J. Fox, Joe Pickett follows a game warden in Wyoming who finds himself embroiled in various crimes and mysteries. Season 1 introduces us to the uptight Joe Pickett, played wonderfully by Michael Dorman and his family as they deal with tensions in the small town of Saddle String. Joe seeks justice while also navigating corrupt and dangerous local politics. Highlights of the first season include episodes involving wildlife tracking, murder, and an environmental activists group. Season 2 raises the stakes with a shocking conspiracy that goes all the way to the governor's office. Joe continues to balance family struggles with his strong moral compass as law enforcement officer. A standout of this season is the introduction of a mysterious game warden named Dallas Cates, played brilliantly by Jeffrey Donovan, who shakes things up. With sharp writing and an excellent ensemble cast, the first two seasons of Joe Pickett have delivered an engaging modern western mystery series. And there you have it, folks, all the juicy details we know about Joe Pickett Season 3. We hope you're as excited as we are for the upcoming adventure. We've covered everything from the mysterious plot twist to the evolving character dynamics. But remember, this is just the beginning of our journey into the wild world of Joe Pickett. If you're hungry for more Joe Pickett content and want to stay in the loop as new information emerges, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. And if you found this video informative and entertaining, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow Joe Pickett enthusiasts.